Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Natasha. Go ahead and subscribe because why not? You clicked this video for a reason. So today we're going to be doing a spring glam hair and makeup. Like, I finally did some color. I feel like I haven't done color in so long. It had to be done. And I wanted to do it with like the colorful hair. Well, it's not really colorful, but like colored hair. I feel like a lot of times we put ourselves in a box and be like, oh, this is too much. No, do it all. Go all out. So if you want to see how I got this hair, how I got this makeup, make sure you guys are liking this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be doing a fun spring look. I feel like I haven't done color in a while, like at all. Like no color eyeshadow, and like the sun's out, my mood is getting better, my nose is stuffy because of the pollen, and it just screams color. Okay, so I want to put back on my RPGSHOW wig from my last get ready with me. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out. I will link it down below as well. But I just felt like a lot of times when we wear color hair, we feel like everything has to be so like monotone and like, you know, neutral. No, you can do color on color on color. Be a fun girl, okay? So we're gonna restyle her. She's back and she's better. This wig, you guys, stunning. 10 out of 10. Like, look at this color. Do you guys see the highlights, the lowlights? It's just so pretty. I was gonna style it differently, but I really like a side part on me. It just gives girly. One thing I will say about pin curling is, in my experience, starting from the top is easier because you don't have like the hair falling while you're trying to style it, if that makes any sense. One tip I could definitely give you when it comes to pin curling is curl in different directions. So if I curl this one away from my face, then the next one is going to be going towards my face and then away. Like, you don't want all the curls going the same direction because then they curl into each other and just like don't give that va-va-voom, right? RPGSHOW wigs, you guys, are such a huge investment, and I've been telling you guys for years that they're so worth it. All of my RPGSHOW wigs have lasted longer than any wigs I've ever shown you guys throughout the years. Like, I still have some of my wigs from like 4 or 5 years ago. I will like put pictures up. I've repurposed them, I've cut them, I've turned them into bobs, I've colored them jet black, I've turned them ash blonde. The quality of the hair is great. The lace, the lace, some of the best lace in the game. And just the way that they construct the wigs are amazing and definitely worth your money, in my opinion. So I seen a post the other day and this lady was like, stop buying cheap wigs because they're costing you more. And I could not agree anymore. I've been telling you guys this for years. That's my biggest thing, and I've been preaching that all these years, especially when I talk about RPGSHOW wigs, because I know they are on the pricier side, but I will tell you that they are 100% worth it. There's nothing wrong with the more affordable wigs, because I realize a lot of people like to change their hair a lot. So like, they maybe don't want to invest in one good wig because maybe this week they want long, next week they want short, then they want layers, and they want blonde. So like, that makes sense for them. But for the girlies that know that they want like a go-to hairstyle, which is most women, I would say invest into a good wig and just take care of it and call it a day. Also, make sure you guys check out the description box because I'm gonna leave down below the other RPGSHOW wigs that I've worn so that you guys can see for yourself and kind of shop around, because I've worn so many of their wigs over the years. I want to say RPGSHOW was one of the first hair sponsors that I ever had, and I just have loved them ever since. Like, I have never had a bad wig from them. They're so good. They're so good. Actually, one of my favorite wigs ever was one of my most basic wigs from RPGSHOW. It was a collab with Cos Benz. You guys know that's my friend. I love him down. He did a collab with them back when he was a hairstylist. He's now retired. However, he did a collab with RPGSHOW, and it was like this shoulder length, a little bit past the shoulder, and it was a natural black, and that was one of my favorite wigs. I had that wig for so long. I actually cut it into a bob. I'm going to show you guys pictures, but I wore that wig down to the ground, and I actually cut it into a bob, and then I colored it, and I still have it somewhere. It's probably around this room somewhere, but that wig has been through so much and it still is like great quality. That was the only time that I got like a natural wig from them, because like I said, I always do color, highlight, balayage, but that wig was so good. Like, the quality of RPGSHOW's hair is crazy. I tell you guys that all the time too. Like, lace aside, I feel like I feel like a lot of time with wig reviews, we focus on the lace, which is important. But then it's like, the hair is crap. The hair feels like Barbie doll hair. The hair is shedding. And like, this hair, I don't know where they're getting this hair from, but it is so freaking good. I just love it. But anyways, enough of me rambling. I'm gonna continue styling my hair so we can get into this makeup. When my hair is finished being curled and pinned, I like to finish it off with another hairspray all over. Just don't be scared of the hairspray, guys. Okay, hairspray is your friend. So for some reason, I want to do this like super like Barbie-esque glam, but of course with the springy colors. I haven't done color in a minute, so this is my least favorite part. And I've been having a brow crisis. I feel like every time I show you guys my brows, I complain about my brows, but that's why I don't really show you guys my brows. I want a straight brow. And nobody will do the straight brow. Every time I get my brows done, they're like, no, like leave your brow. And like, I get it. Like, but please just let me just live in regret. And I don't want to do it myself, because if I do it myself, like I feel like the brow person will know how to take it off correctly. Me, I'm just going to chop half my brow off and then I'm going to be looking crazy. I just want a little bit of my tail gone, because my brows literally grow down to here, which now that I'm getting older, not saying that I look old, but now that I'm getting older, it's making my face look droopier, in my opinion. When I think of like big and like full brow, I think of Kim Kardashian. She has face for that. Like, you know, like I just don't. So I'm gonna take like a half a dot of concealer on my eyes. And we're starting with the eyes today because I'm definitely doing like a matte type of eye, because I just feel like it just screams pastel, screams spring. One thing that I've noticed with doing like color eyeshadow is that I've overdone it, and that's why I typically don't like it. So we're gonna do a really simple look that's gonna still make a statement. So I'm going in with this YSL bronzer in my crease because it's like the perfect transition shade for me. You want to know what's so funny? So I'm kind of like going out throughout the week, so this is like my trial and error. I want to like do fun looks going out, so I'm going in with my Too Faced glitter glue. You can use any glitter glue. I use the e.l.f. one as well, and also the NYX one, but this was the one in my face. And I'm gonna take a flat brush and put that all over my lid, and that's really gonna help with the matte shadow, because matte shadows, especially like the pastel mattes, can be super patchy. I'm going in with this BH Cosmetics Doja Cat eyeshadow palette. They don't make this anymore. I don't have many eyeshadow palettes because I haven't bought eyeshadow in a long time. So I'm going to go in with this shade Moss, which is like a seafoam green blue situation. I'm just going to press that all over my lid. Oh, that's so pretty. That glitter glue, I'm telling you guys, it does wonders, and it stops your matte eyeshadows from being super patchy, so it always looks really smooth and just super opaque. And notice how with the glitter glue, no fallout. Love that. Okay, so now we're moving along. I'm using the IT Cosmetics moisturizer. I really like this under my makeup because it's super light. I'm going in with the Born This Way Super Glowy Skin Enhancer in Golden Mocha. I feel like I can't talk today, you guys, and it's really stressing me out. I don't know what that's about. So to me, this is kind of similar to the Danessa Myricks Glow Serum, but I kind of like this one better. And of course, I'm going in with my Milk Hydrogel in the shade number 11. I love this stuff so much. It's so, so good. I remember when I first showed you guys this, somebody asked me if I preferred the Milk or the Kylie, and I just say it's preference. The Kylie, you get more of a soft matte finish. With this, you get like a really skin-like, juicy, dewy type of finish. So it all depends on your skin type and what you're going for. My skin type is normal, so I can like bounce back and forth between like matte and dewy and glowy. But I've just really been liking this look that it gives, like in its full coverage. New concealer alert. I have been using the Tower 28 Serum Concealer. It is so good, and especially because my under eyes have been looking super textured. Comes with age, right? And just what I've been using. Well, the Milk works really well under my eyes, but I just want to try something new. But everything else, you guys, that I love, like my Pat McGrath is looking dry under my eyes. My Sephora dry under my eyes. I'm trying to think what else I use. It is so good under the eyes. So if you have drier under eyes or texture under eyes, you are going to love this. I'm using the shade RP. They sent over 3 shades. I got the shades RP, PV, and Playa. And they all work. It just depends on what I'm feeling like that day. They did recently extend the shade range, which is why they sent this over, but I did already have these. And I've used these concealers before and I like them, but I never used these concealers for a full beat. I always use them for like my no makeup days or like, you know, something really quick. So like I liked them then, but I never really saw like the full potential, I guess. Again, this is more of like a serum kind of concealer, so it just sits on the skin really nicely. And you guys know I have not been using a super bright concealer lately, but I do like this one. I just love, like, do we see how it's just blending into the skin? As I was blending out my concealer, I'm like, do I want to do cream contour and cream blush? And like, no, I don't. I want to make this easy for the girlies. Like, enough. So I'm going with my Juvia's Place powder in, what is this again? Cookie dough? Yep, cookie dough. And I'm going to take a powder puff and press that in. The no talc is doing something to me, y'all. But I'm not going to hold you. This powder does exactly what I need it to do. Can you take a guess on what powder I'm using? I'm not going to show it. Just you take a guess. Rare Beauty bronzer has been my jam. I feel like it wears really well. Like when you first put it on, you're like, I don't know, but like once it's blended out and like your face is sprayed down and everything, it truly looks like a nice sun-kissed radiant type of bronzer. I don't know. And if you're not into like the super colory looks, check out my last Get Ready With Me with this hair. That look was, that was a look. And I'm going in with this black eyeliner. And I'm trying to make it as clean as possible because I'm not going to do anything on my bottom lash line. So take your time. Eyes instantly pop. Love that. I definitely messed up that wing, but it doesn't look bad. Like this is more than I wanted, but I don't hate it. Okay. I added my lashes. I know it's the first time I've worn lashes in a minute too, and they're really small, but like they're super cute. So now I'm going in with the Morphe Brow Tease and I think Almond. And I'm just gonna run that through my brows ever so lightly. It's gonna like lightly lighten my brows. It's not gonna be super dramatic like how I did the muted brows a few months ago. It's just gonna do like that. And I wish I had found this months ago when my hair was brown, which it's gonna be back soon. But this would have matched that perfectly. Like this is the perfect product that I needed because I didn't really want my, I like the muted brows, but it wasn't really like an everyday thing for me. This is exactly what I needed. I'm going in with the Juvia's Place blush in volume 4. I tried another pink blush the other day. So patchy. Goodbye. It bore me. The lighter shade and going a little bit more in. And of course, my Makeup by Mario on top just to merge the two. It's like the perfect in-between shade of these. This is the thing with the blush situation. You're gonna have to go back and forth. So I'm going in with my under eye powder to brighten that. And if this happens to overtake my blush, I'm gonna have to add my blush again. Pat McGrath, and I blend that in. Should I add a brow bone highlight? I feel like we should just go all in. Should I do what? What did I just say? Oh my gosh, I just forgot that quickly. Should I? Oh, brow bone highlight. Also, in my last Get Ready With Me, you guys were asking me what palette I used for my brow bone highlight, and it was the Nude Mood from ColourPop. That's what I used. And I don't think that they make it anymore, so I couldn't say much about that, could I? Shade Bare to Wear. I'm gonna take that shade again and put it kind of like in my inner corner. I'm gonna use the Morphe Life Proof Setting Spray. I don't know why I'm moving so fast today. Like I'm not trying, like I have nowhere to go, but it's just, everything is just, anyways. So now I'm going in with Pat McGrath lip liner, and I'm gonna do Snob because I just feel like it just goes with the whole Barbie look. I feel like this is going to be a lot, but I'm going to go for it. This is the Fenty in What a Brat. Okay, let's get... it's literally... Let me think of the makeup. Like, excuse the lace for now. Because this was a reinstall, honey. So, the curls... so pretty. Excuse the lace for now. We're going to fix that in a second. I just want to, like, see what my hair is giving. And remember how I originally styled this was more of like a bang situation. You could not tell me that does not eat. We're gonna do a little finishing touch. And I'm gonna put some powder in my part. Hairspray is your best friend. And sometimes if I want like a smoother look, I'll take my round brush and go through the curls. You see the difference that the round brush makes? It gives it more of like a sleeker type of look. And I also want to show you guys, like, you don't have to limit yourself because you have color in your hair. You can do the colored hair, the colored makeup, and it still be like tasteful and wearable. Because I feel like this is stunning. This is stunning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had so much fun doing this. I'm definitely going to do more colors. So comment down below if you guys want another spring makeup tutorial, because I have another color combo in mind, maybe coral. That's what I wanted to do today, but I felt like the coral with this was going to be too clashy. I like contrast in my look. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look. Again, everything will be linked and listed down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.